bit. So it's a wrap for today. Okay, we got this building knocked out. Gutter cleaning for those of you who tuned in earlier today. I think around 12, right? 12:30 was the first episode of today's gutter cleaning. I'm gonna turn this around. If you're tuning in right now, I don't know if I can show this, but I'm in a top secret spot. Yeah, earlier today I had tuned in to the first part of this live stream. You guys saw that there was an outside to this, and then here's the inside, what the inside looks like. Okay. This side actually was a lot easier, and it was, I felt a lot more comfortable on this side. I don't know if the pitch was any different. I don't take the time to measure to check that out, but it definitely felt more comfortable, okay, compared to the outside. It may have even just been a mental thing because I had this, I don't even know what you call that wood framing there. And I was able to really knock this side out a lot quicker compared to the outside that faces the street. It was a big job, you guys can see. So we have literally from that corner right over there. It's a really big job. Obviously this side and the other side. I'll show you guys that as well. But yeah, so we definitely knocked it out. And for two guys, about 4.5 hours. Hey, Danny, just quick, Danny, don't forget that rope. Okay. Thank you. So about 4.5 hours, I think we knocked this out. It wasn't about, I would say half of it was really bad, and the other half was just some light debris that that we had to spray out and get out of there. But the other half was just really bad. They had a really bad pigeon problem, or bird problem, I should say, and so that led to a lot of seeds and a lot of gunk, especially from, you guys can see behind me. This is the back side. Okay, this side, this entire back side was terrible. So much that was dropped here. A lot of you are probably thinking, what do you mean you just dropped it all there? Okay, it's an empty lot. They don't mind. We definitely asked already. Okay, and obviously it's just, and again, it's just, if you guys want to see, it's just grass as well. So, it's not any garbage or anything. So again, it's this entire backside of what we got done. This is the side that I was telling you where, I definitely felt uncomfortable. Definitely felt, I felt like it was more steep. I don't know why. I just felt like I wasn't really holding my ground. I was always harnessed in. That's why you guys can see full harness and helmet. I said it before in the first one. If you guys have the harness on, you got the helmet on, okay? So that backside was completely garbage as far as it's fully compacted. This front, look at that guy. That's why the gutters are so bad. And then this entire, not the entire front side, about to like that wall right there was just compacted. All right, with a lot of just debris, dirt, gunk. So yeah, so two guys again. For those of you who are just tuning in, some commercial gutter cleaning today. About 4.5 hours. I don't remember. Dang Nguyen, what's up, brother? Glad we definitely achieved it, Danny and I. Proud of Danny's hard work. That's what's really important, all right? Everybody that you guys are watching, make sure you have a solid crew. Make sure you have a team that you can definitely trust as well. And that you guys can definitely, you feel confident and comfortable in those team players, and that together you guys can definitely knock things out. Today, I actually had someone else that needed to come and help us as well, but he couldn't make it. So that's why I'm dressed up, right? But I don't mind these. If you guys saw any of my other YouTube videos, I actually like being on a harness. When I'm in a harness and roped in, it's not that adrenaline feeling. It's more of just like, I don't know, let's get down. All right, let's do this. Let's make it work. And so I like that, especially on houses when I'm bird proofing. That's really fun. This one was high. It's a metal roof as well. So for those of you who haven't worked on a metal roof before, metal roofs are definitely a lot more trickier, okay? Really, really good boots. You really want some good boots on metal roofs. It has to be a dry day. This project actually got approved about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, but because of the on and off rain, we could not get it done. Some of you might say, why don't you get a boom lift? Why don't you get a cherry picker? Whatever you want to call it. We could have, but that eats a cost, right? When this, I'm not gonna say easily, but definitely doable, definitely manageable, got done, by manpower. So we get to save, and not bad timing. I mean, I was expecting this. Okay, that's the reason why I came at, like I said, 12. I think we got here like 11:30, and I was expecting this because I said, let's get there between 11:30, make sure that roof is nice and dry, and we'll get to work. And that's exactly what we did. So today's plan was definitely accomplished. We hit the goal for today. How are you find your client, or vice versa? They actually found us. Okay, so I'm assuming through Google. They called me and they said they want a quote for gutter cleaning, and I came out here like, I think before Thanksgiving. Okay, so that's another thing I think before Thanksgiving. That's another thing for you guys. Commercial doesn't come quick. Commercial doesn't come easy. Takes time, takes patience. Just keep pushing hard and keep providing. A lot of these people, whether there's a bidding process, whether there's just loopholes that they have to go through, whether it's talking to the property manager, talking to the owner, fighting the owner, whatever the case may be, there's all these things that they have to go through, right? It's not like going to the homeowner, knocking on their door and say, hey, are you the homeowner? Yes, I am. Great. I got a great promo for you, and make the deal happen right then and there, right? So commercial takes time, but hey, don't let that disappoint you. Don't let that take away the motivation. So just keep grinding. All right. Keep following up. That's always important. Okay. I think it's Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone talks about it always is in the follow-up, and that's very true. So always follow up. Just ask them about if the project is still pending. A lot of times, like I said, they're always going to be going after. I'm not gonna say the cheapest, because to be honest, I wasn't the cheapest. I know that for a fact, and that's okay. Okay, because I provide quality work, and I let them know that as well. I made sure that they were well aware of what they were getting, and they were. So it worked out in the end. Make sure you do all the follow-ups. Make sure you follow-ups, and by doing all the videos and the posts and whatever the case may be, that's how these people can find you. Dang, let me make sure I'm holding it. That's why I didn't do it. Okay, so let me just turn this around as we are cleaning up here. Oops. The guy needs right there, taking down the straps, the anchor, ladder anchor. Okay, very important as he's unsecuring the ladder. Okay, I'm down here. I'm making sure that this is nice. He's coming down. If I let this phone go, it's because I let you guys go, and I'm holding the ladder. All right, y'all. So drop the comments. Let me know what questions you have. I'm here to help you guys out. So any way I can help you guys out, I will. See if I can put this somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that. You guys got me for a couple more minutes. Can you see? Yep, you guys can see perfect. You're going too back more, I think. There. Come on.
Is it gonna fall off?
I know, huh? I don't know what's going on. There we go. Oh, wait. One is going. There we go. You good? Take it back. Watch out. Okay, go ahead. Hold on. Go to your left. Go to your left.
The feet's supposed to go on the back?
Yeah. All right, everyone. So that's that. Appreciate you guys always watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know in the comments what questions you got. Dan is going to be driving home, so if you guys have questions, I will stay on. You drive home, please. Let's see here. Junior, hi. How do you determine pricing for solar panel cleaning beyond your minimum? I don't understand your question. What do you mean by it goes up here? What do you mean by beyond my minimum? Like a lot of solar panels? What's your, beyond my 1 story or? But like I said, I don't really understand your question right now, so I apologize. What else? How you anchor into Oh, so if my partner maybe a 3x, he probably could have, but he definitely is not 3x. He's there's multiple ways, y'all. In this one it's kind of hard to explain, but there's some posts. There's some posts that are up against. Oops. There's some posts that are up against the wall, and that post. Let me hang this up real quick. And that's where that's where I did it. Okay, so as long as it's sturdy, as long as it's firm, that's all you got to pay attention to. There's no right or wrong answer as far as where you anchor into. Obviously, if there's a roof anchor, that's where you're going to be anchoring into. If there is, if you could park your car on the opposite side, you can anchor to your roof rack. You can anchor to your rim of your vehicle. There's different things you can anchor to. Give me my bars, please. So, just I think there's only one. Thank you. But yeah, so whatever you can anchor into, okay? You got GPS ready? Cool, thank you. Cool. A 1-story house has 40 panels. Okay, so just without looking at it, okay, remember, so there's definitely some factors that get involved. The type of roof style, okay? For example, clay versus, shingles, clay versus concrete. But for 1-story, 40 panels, the pitch can definitely be a factor. So I would say anywhere between 250 to between 225 to 300. Okay, so a really good one. When you guys have those extras, you're gonna make it right the second light. When you guys have those extras, like for example, like this one, for example, what would be your minimum? My minimum 1-story is 150. All right, so 150. Well, on a 1-story, relatively flat, Danny, myself, Junior, we can move fast, okay, on a 1-story. So Um, and that time, allows us to still offer really good price to the homeowner because of how fast we're moving. So if it's for example, that one story shingles roof, 40 panels, you could probably get done in an hour, max. I mean, I really don't. Us, okay. Depending if you have a water fed pool, that's a whole different story. You're not spending 1 hour on 40 panels. So that's another reason why there's so many factors when it comes to pricing. Your equipment is big. Um, so if we're up there in an hour, we're not going to go 500, 600, $700. But I mean, hey, if you're a water fed guy, water fed pool, and you're up there 2, 3 hours, I mean, maybe you might be a little higher because you want to hit that hourly minimum that you're trying to make, right, to be profitable. And that's very important. And every single time someone asks me about pricing, I'm going to throw back at you a question is, what's your daily operating cost? Okay. So, Junior, how much does it cost you to drive to that client's house, set up, get up on that roof, use DI water, RO water, whatever you're using, hopefully not just regular tap water, clean the panels, get back in your car, okay? How much does that cost you? What does that time look like? What's that material look like? The material is going to be obviously your water and the wear and tear. Do not ever forget that, guys, okay? Some of you might think, or even just the material itself, like the investment of the brush, okay? If you're going to go out there and spend 8, 9 grand on a Solitech brush, I mean, you got to also take into account that investment. So that's also material spent, over the course of however long it takes to make that money back. But um, but and then after you make your money back, that wear and tear now, you know, long behold, the Solitech is not going to last you forever. So the bristles do wear down. Dang Nguyen, how can you explain to the client that the cleaning will pay for itself in X amount of time because they go years without cleaning them and just forget about it? Um, wasn't it you, Dang, that asked me like last time, what do I say to the homeowner when I knock, or what are my 3 reasons, or how do I sell it? Um, that's kind of the way I do it. Okay, if you remember what I said last time, I'll repeat it again. But I always go off of the benefits of why they should be cleaning them. Okay, the benefit is not just efficiency. Remember, you guys, I don't ever say clean your panels and you'll see 40% increase, because I just don't say that, and because I know it's not true. Um, okay, there is there is um, you will see efficiency. Sorry, you will see more gains, but I don't ever say how much, because that just varies way too much, and there's no way of knowing without actually getting out the proper instruments. Mark actually talked about this on one of his podcasts, where I believe he had, what was the name of that company? Can't think of it right now, but he had a company that he actually had on his podcast talk about the instruments of how to measure out the output, right, from the solar panels, how to measure them properly, because some people, they've been talking about, they've been showing, and they've been, using the wrong stuff that does not measure out the output of the solar panels. So that's extremely important to understand that. But anyways, long story short, so to go back to your question, Dang, is just, I talk about 3 benefits: the efficiency, okay, the longevity, and the warranty, making sure that the panels, last what they're supposed to last, and making sure that the panels are covered still, regardless of, whatever's going on, whatever issues that they may have also later on. So it breaks down to education. It comes down to education and just letting the homeowners know, why they should be cleaning their panels. Um, I hear there is a rise with commercial property theft, car break-ins and stuff. Just keep a lookout, bro. Oh, thanks, man. I mean, yeah, absolutely. We have locks on our doors, the alarms. So yeah, we definitely are always looking out. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. I really appreciate that. What are your thoughts on the Solitech electric rotary brush? Um, so for the time being, I'm not a fan of batteries. I don't think the batteries are gonna last what they're supposed to last, and at the same time, um, I think you're spending a lot of money, buying so many backup batteries, and I don't see it personally outweighing the cost of just using, a pressure washer. Aside from that, I mean, you guys just saw me right now, okay? Um, we actually use a pressure washer to flush out the downspouts because that pressure, allows us to unclog all downspouts. So thankfully, I'm not trying to promote or anything, but thankfully we were able to find Mark. We were able to get his skid, and that skid really has served us so much in so many ways, not just solar panel cleaning. Okay, so if I solely relied on an electric rotary brush with a water-fed system, I'm kind of limiting myself as well in many ways. So I think to answer your question, I'm not a huge fan right now, but we'll see where things go, and if that's the route that we have to take. Um, Dang, yep, that's right, man. You got it. Hello, my friend. How much you charge on commercial per panel? I don't go per panel, brother. I mean, you just don't do that anymore. There's so many factors. There's so many things to look into. Is there water? Is there not water? What's the access look like? Are we going up a ladder or is there roof access? Um, there's just so many things. Okay, it's all about. I'm going back to. It's all about knowing your daily operating cost, and knowing what you want your profits to look like. Okay, I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I'm being raw with you and I'm being 100% honest. Um, that's just the way you have to do it. Okay, carports versus ground mounted. I mean, there's so many things of what changes the price, whether it's commercial or residential. It doesn't really matter. There you can be on a beauty salon with 60 panels, and that's commercial, right? Or you could be at a school with 8,000 panels, and of course that's commercial. So there's not a per panel price. There's just so many things that change. You come across the user's guide for the solar panels and having it to be clean for warranty. They can deteriorate if they get dirty, hot spots, snow. That's correct, dang, yeah. So take a look. Look online, find these warranties, the manufacturer warranties from the modules. Um, Personally, I haven't seen one that specifically says clean them every X amount of months. Um, I've only seen them and read the ones that say cleanings periodically. Okay, so let the homeowners know as well. Hey, if you don't believe me or whatever, pull out your manufacturer's warranty. If you still have it, go to town on it, start reading, and they'll see for themselves that they do say periodic cleanings, are needed, and that's always going to be per region. Like I've stated in a lot of my videos as well, out here in Sacramento is not too big of an issue, but if I was to go, towards Galt, towards Stockton, Tracy, Manteca area, it's super, super dirty, super dusty, super agriculturally, that's a word. So, the panels get a lot dirtier quicker, okay? If I go out, now look, talking about my other location, if I go out to Santa Cruz, Salinas, San Juan Bautista, more towards the coastal side of the area, I mean, those panels are just covered in moss or covered in lichen, right? So that right there is going to need cleanings a lot more frequently compared to just, living in San Jose where you're just getting just regular dirt and grime from the freeway or something. Make sense? So different regions calls for, different types of cleanings, and also the equipment. Make sure you have the right equipment as well, because if I don't have the rotary brush or the right brush to clean off that moss, man, it's gonna suck. It really is gonna suck. So yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I have about 10 more minutes before I get home, but if not, I will end it right here. How you get paint off panels? So for paint off panels, there's only one. There's going to be one product by Chemetech. Okay, Chemetech is the brand. They are approved by the manufacturers to use. They don't ruin the arc. They don't ruin the panels. They don't ruin the seals. And so, check this out. It's called paint over spray removal. Pretty simple. Chemetech is the brand. Chemetek. You can find it actually on Tucker's website and wherever Chemetech products are sold if you're in a different country. It's a good product. It's expensive though. Okay, it actually is very expensive. So if you are going into paint removal, make sure you charge accordingly. Don't just take a guess. First, get the product Chemetech, because you'll see how expensive it is. All right, and then right there you can price accordingly. But yeah, so Good questions, everyone. I appreciate all of you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Share with any other solar panel cleaner that you may think of, or that can benefit from these videos. I appreciate all you guys' support and the motivation from the comments, from the questions, from just the views. So it's all been extremely helpful, and it's been a heck of a ride. It really has been, and so never in my life did I think I'd be on a roof cleaning solar panels, let alone be on YouTube. But hey, you never know what can happen. So maybe one of you guys will be on YouTube after this, okay? Maybe. So if there's any other questions, again, I appreciate all of you guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Be safe if you're working on the roof. Just be safe if you're driving. If you're going out, definitely don't drink and drive, and just always be safe. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for everything. Dang, I appreciate you, man. You just spray it on, brush it off with the rotary brush. Yes. Yeah, dang. So you're going to spray it on. You let it sit for a while. Depending on how heavy the paint is, you can either be 1, 2, 3 coats of it. If it's a really light mist, just one coat definitely does a trick. Or if it's bigger blobs, or if it's just a real thick paint overspray, then 2 or 3 coats. But yeah, you're basically gonna spray it on, let it sit. You don't let it dry. You definitely don't want to let it dry. So if it's a really hot day, definitely early morning for that specific job. Letting it dry is no bueno. So yeah. All right, everyone. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe as always. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.